Rockin' Larry Lockin' with Pleiadian Express Productions. I'm not going to get into my usual mantra of doing my introduction. My voice is a little bit hoarse tonight. But I did a talk, and you can scroll down a little bit on my channel, about America's hangups with sexuality a couple of nights ago, maybe a week ago. But I wanted to kind of follow up on that with this. People that have a problem people that have a problem with members of the LGBT community or the homosexual community, bisexual community, whatever. It really perplexes me because, I feel like we should live and let live, and whatever choice somebody wants to make, let's just get into it like this, okay? I'm going to kind of be all over the place here. If you're born a female or you're born a male, let's just say you were born a male, and you feel like you're a woman inside, okay? And you want to pursue that and become a woman. You get all these people that will say you need to just accept your gender, accept who you are. Meanwhile, they have no idea what's going on with inside of you and how you feel. You should have that right to pursue however you want to be and live however you want to live, okay? And it also gets into a thing with, and I'm not a DNA and a chromosomes expert at all, yet I get it completely. I just can't articulate it quite right. But look, there are wide varieties of different chromosomes and combinations of DNA within our body, okay, that may make us want to choose to be another gender. You know what I mean? It's such a wide scope, okay? It can, you can be a straight person, a gay person, a bisexual person, and all that, right? It just depends. And I think that has a lot to do with how we feel. But we should live and let live. These people that want to say that, homosexuals or LGBTQ members or people that have had a sex change are trying to pervert our society. Well, and they're trying to like indoctrinate kids or molest kids. Well, that's not true. There's many FBI studies, there's many police studies that show that most pedophiles are actually straight men, okay, that were probably molested when they were younger, or they were shamed by a family with how they felt sexually, right? And so it's really bizarre. And most of the time when you have a lot of scandals like this, it comes from people of a religious faith that had to grow up in a house where they were shamed by what they did. They had to be made to feel guilty about who they were. And so they had to grow up with these feelings inside, right? And they never could talk to anybody about it. But what it comes down to, right, as long as nobody's being hurt, if you have two consensual adults, right, and it's completely consensual, nobody's going to get hurt. What is it? What the fuck is it of your business what they're doing in their bedroom? Is it because you have a hang up? See, if you have a problem with all these groups that I just mentioned, if you have a problem, it's usually one of two things. Either you're very closed-minded and shallow and scared about it, or you have those same kind of feelings and same kind of hang-ups yourself, but yet you had nobody to talk to about it, so you've stuffed it in, and society has made you stuff it in, okay? When we get down to the end of the day, to the nitty-gritty and a higher consciousness level, the mindset, right? We are all unisexual beings. We're like one body, okay? We don't, look, good love is good love. Hey, good sex is good sex, as long as it's consensual and, nobody's getting hurt with it. All right? So quit judging these people. Quit being afraid of them. And what the fuck is it of your business how they are? They're not going around handing out flyers trying to get your kids indoctrinated. Okay, you may have, I don't know, you may have a fluke of a few weirdos here and there that try it, but it isn't like that. Like I said, most pedophiles are straight dudes. Seriously, they really are. They really are. And most of these scandals come from the Catholic Church or religious organizations, and you really, when you develop a high consciousness, you almost have to feel sorry for them because they came up in an environment where they were taught to be shamed about their sexuality. They were taught to be shamed about having feelings for sex. And I talked about that in my interview a couple nights back, or my talk. They're taught to be ashamed of themselves. And they grew up alone on an island, not being able to talk to anybody. And see, that kind of mentality of closed-mindedness, a good Christian home, let's not talk about it, right? Everybody keeps their feelings stuffed inside. That kind of mentality has forced a lot of this shit, has made a lot of this violence possible, and the way these people act out like that, okay? People are different. Everybody marches to the beat of their own drum, seriously. And like I said, I go back to that DNA chromosomes thing. I'm not an expert, yet I totally get it when I hear it. But there's different factors that are also involved with people being who they were. So they were born a female and wanted to be a male, or born a male and wanted to be a female, okay? There's a reason for it, right? There's a scientific reason for why that is. And that's just who they are. And like I said, live and let live. And it's none of your business what they do in their bedroom. Seriously, we need to really get with it. There are a lot of Americans still and people around the world that don't like the LGBTQ community. They don't like homosexuals. They think it's gross. They think it's a sin. They think it's this. They think it's that. And again, I'm going to say it one more time before I'm out. It comes back to their insecurities about life. Most of those people, a good percentage of them, are they're closet homosexuals. They think about it and they don't like it. They're disgusted in their mind that they have those feelings because they've been taught to be ashamed of them and not embrace them, okay? And society still, you know, most families you still wouldn't want to come out to. We haven't advanced that far yet. Most families, if you felt that way, some member of your family is going to look at you cross-eyed for wanting to have a sex change, or whether you were transgender or whatever, and it's really disgusting because we are sexual creatures. That's who we are. We do that, okay? And we have feelings, yet we've been taught to be shut off from those feelings and not embrace them. You know what I mean? And when it's done consensually between two adults in private, no matter what they want to do to each other, whoever they are, male, female, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so the last thing is this. You will get people that talk about, well, if that keeps happening, nobody's going to have children anymore. Well, okay, here's one part of that. That's kind of a good thing, and I'll explain why. Because yes, the earth is overpopulated, so no, it wouldn't be a bad thing if, the amount of children were cut down. But it's not going to stop because, again, with the chromosomes thing, there are plenty of heterosexuals that will still always exist. It's not like we're all going to become, this different sexual identity that we don't resonate with. So that's a bunch of crap. I've heard that argument before, as ridiculous as that sounds. But yeah, people just be cool with each other and stay out of each other's bedrooms. And as long as no children are involved, or, somebody's getting hurt, it's absolutely less than zero of your business. Rock and locking, and I'm out.